It is a unique world record some 2 decades in the making. Dale Rupert of Dauphin County has been collecting wheel and slide charts now for the last 23 years, and now he is the world record holder for the largest collection of them. Fox 43's Tyler Poglich spoke with the world record holder. He's here now with details of this record-breaking collection.
Yeah, that's right, Evan. From the moment I entered Dale's house earlier this morning, one of the very first things I saw in his house was a record collection of wheel and slide charts.
I've got about roughly 3,100 as of today.
Since 2002, Dale Rupert has been collecting slide charts and wheel charts. The handheld devices, usually made of paper, cardboard, or plastic, are used for conducting calculations or looking up information, and the information that they can contain is endless.
My main claim is that you can't name a single category in human existence that I don't have some sort of a slide chart or wheel chart for.
And Rupert is not kidding.
So they range from astronomy to mechanical engineering to chemistry to medicine.
Rupert's list continues to grow.
To dinosaurs, to hair color.
To this day, as Rupert mentioned, he has more than 3,000 wheel and slide charts, and it's been a long process to become a world record holder.
To birds, and so I looked for slide charts, I looked for charts, I looked for wheel charts, no such category.
And since Rupert couldn't find his own category, he proposed one.
Many weeks later, they said, congratulations, your topic, world's largest collection of wheel charts and slide charts at that point, is accepted.
However, Rupert would shortly find out that would end up being the easy part. In July of 2024, to validate his record, Rupert and 2 of his friends sent the Guinness Book of World Records more than 2,000 images and 9 hours of video to confirm his world record collection. The Guinness Book of World Records would look over Rupert's collection for months, and after 22 weeks and 5 days, he would become the world record holder for the largest collection of wheel and slide charts.
And so I was happy. I had no doubt, honestly, all along that I would get it. But I often say nobody would be foolish enough to go through what I had to go through to get the Guinness World Record for it.
And after my interview with Rupert, he did mention that since receiving the world record, his collection size has already grown.
Yeah, the process to get that validated is something else. So 3,000 of them, where does one find 3,000 slide and wheel charts?
So that was actually one of my very first questions to Rupert. So in the beginning, it started off with just some garage sales and thrift stores, but as technology grew, so did online marketplaces such as eBay, where he did mention that some of those places like eBay, he would do auctions for them, and it would be, he did say, a very competitive market with about 2 to 3 people also competing with him. So that is where he got mostly all of his 3,000 charts from.
Somebody trying to compete for that world record. All right, Tyler, thank you very much.
Well, it is not too often you get to meet someone who is the very best in the world at what they do, although I do get to sit next to Valerie. But a Mid-State man says he's the world's most prolific collector of slide charts and wheel charts, and he seems to be correct. Here's Seth Kaplan.
Long before this, or even this, or this, there were these.
Slide charts and wheel charts.
And this is Dale Rupert.
Well, I brought out 5 of the 9 tubs. I'm a collector, yes.
An understatement.
I store the charts in various categories, various groups. These 5 tubs, they're called Tub 1 through Tub 5.
No need to overcomplicate things. Slide charts and wheel charts were like computers and the internet a century earlier. Music.
It shows you the related chords, the 1st, the 4th, and the 5th.
Metric conversions. Here's me showing off. So even if you don't remember that 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, which I do remember.
I always forget that one. The slide charts have a slide. Isn't that appropriate? And the wheel charts, have a wheel. But basically you move one part with respect to the other.
Like elsewhere in the house, this one.
It comes from 1955, Chemical Predictor.
Not nearly his oldest. This one, particularly appropriate this week, is from the 1800s.
And his mouth and lips come up and kiss her mouth.
Slide charts in less demand than they once were.
Now it's down to one major company in the United States which still makes them.
But they have their advantages. I don't have to reboot it.
You don't. Never have to reboot it now. You know, because in certain cases, this is handier, or you don't have Wi-Fi, or you don't have your cell phone, but you've always got this piece of cardboard in your back pocket.
You just need to have the right piece of cardboard in your pocket when you need it.
Whichever one you're using for that day. That's right.
You might have already guessed this next part, but for the record...
I don't use a cell phone, no.
But he does use a computer to keep track of the slide charts.
And the numbers then correspond to a database that I have, an Excel spreadsheet.
Which brings us to this.
A friend and a professor by Zoom and I spent 9 hours counting
All the charts.
22 weeks and 5 days after I submitted all of my stuff. I woke up at 7 in the morning, checked my email, and here is an email from Guinness World Records that says, "Congratulations, you are a winner."
The charts, not his only collection, and this, not his only Guinness certificate. Dale also poured the perfect pint in Dublin. The two companies once related, not anymore.
But the same name, and I enjoy both of them.
Dale enjoys a lot of things.
Do things you like that are fun in your life, and if you can share them with people, so much the better.
Seth Kaplan, ABC 27 News.
I love Seth's stories. I also like perfect pints in Dublin.
Yes, I would like that too.
So I have 11 tubs altogether.
Dale Rupert never set out to be a world record holder. But when the retired electrical engineer found a box of slide charts in a used bookstore in 2002, something clicked.
I pulled one up, I thought, oh, that's sort of cool, I think I'll get that. And then as I thought further, I realized, oh, I can get this whole box for under $10. And that's when the collection began.
Dale quickly amassed hundreds and hundreds, from simple and small to large and colorful. Each has a unique purpose. Like this circa 1971 from Miss Clairol. It shows the proper formula for hair color.
Somebody did all the math, did all the pre-calculations, printed it on this, and now I have those answers right here in my hand.
Once he hit 1,000, Dale thought he'd stop collecting. But
today, 22, 23 years later, I'm over 3,100, and I bought 2 last week.
Over the last 3 years, he's counted and cataloged each one, earning him the record for the world's largest slide chart collection. Dale knows it's special.
They are of historical value, they are of intellectual value, they are obviously of artistic value.
Still, he's not interested in selling. Instead, he says the joy of his collection is in the sharing. Ann Shannon, WGAL, News 8.
I tell you, people have all sorts of interesting collections across the Susquehanna Valley.
I'm fascinated by collecting and collections like that, and that's really neat.
Yeah, it's neat to see. I always want to know about you collectors out there. Hey, ideally, Dale would like to donate his collection to a museum or university so it can be enjoyed by the public for years to come.